Steve, penultimate show before the summer break, and a very good show, mate, because we've got an absolute fantastic top of the bill. We did a little head-to-head with them a few weeks ago, Ellison and Barton, and I think that's going to be an absolute cracker, mate.
Yeah, it can't help but be, can it? And I think these are the sort of fights that we don't just need on the shows, it's what we want on the shows, isn't it? So that, you know, the punters are coming, and obviously some of them will be coming just to watch the lads on the undercard, but because there's a good top of the bill, I'm sure the majority of them will stay, and you know, it's what Ellison wants to do, and it's what Barton wants to do at their stages of the career. They want to be in 50-50 fights and see if they can prevail, and obviously it's not the end of the world for the loser, but the winner, you know, okay, it's a Central Area Lightheavyweight fight, so it's not like
it's the
biggest belt in the in boxing, but as you say, it's like the start and the path to going towards English and then British, so it's an important fight for them both, and you know, I'm sure it's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, well, they're both very confident of winning, and both got good reasons to be. If you watch the head-to-head, you know, there's a good argument for Barton and a very good argument for Ellison. We don't know, and that's what we're going to find out on Saturday night.
Yeah.
But we've got a great undercard. I'll just go through this little list that you've got here. We've got the young and very talented DICKENS.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking better every fight, and I think he's one of those kids in lockdown that probably turned over a little bit earlier than you would normally expect him to, but you know, he's not just performing better, you can see physically he's maturing as well, and I'm sure if we bring him along at the right stage, he's a champion in the making with Ryan,
still only 20, so yeah, very exciting prospects. And then we got the kid who's always in good fights from BENNETT, Ben Bad Intentions.
Yeah, I mean, his debut fight was sensational, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
And you know, you can tell he's a crowd pleaser. He's always going to be in good fights, and he's not got an easy test with the Russian on Saturday night. But again, it's what he wants to do. He wants to achieve something in the sport, and he doesn't want easy fights. Yeah.
Well, that's the one good thing about this. What happened in lockdown? You found this new group of opponents, where you want to call them German or whatever, but this group of Russians that have been fighting on our shows, been giving great tests to all our lads, haven't they? And he's got one of them. Yeah.
The ability of him is very good for the weight corners, and I think the home lads are learning a lot more often than they would do against the normal opponents. Yeah.
Without a doubt. And then we've got the return of Nathan Bennett, but the first time as a welterweight, mate.
Yeah. I mean, he's actually boxing the light well. I've just seen it here, isn't he, that Rustin, but he's a quality operator, and I don't think that fight will be dissimilar to the Luke Evans one, because they're similar size, aren't they, Nathan and Luke, and he pushed Luke, and I think he'll push Nathan as well on Saturday night. Yeah.
And then we've got our exciting flyweight Conor Butler, who last time out won was an eliminator for the Commonwealth.
Yeah, just won it by 1 point, which is about right. It was a fair fight, and to be honest with you, I should have been pushing him on, but I've asked him to have one more fight, 6th rounder, just to work on a few things and show he's ready for being pushed on. So hopefully we see a better performance on Saturday from Conor, and then we can start moving towards titles.
I know his opponent on that night, Ben Norman, only a few weeks ago went in and fought for the Midlands area title.
Yeah, and then won it. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And then we've got the exciting Dexter McCarthy, who's doing everything right at present. 3 fights, 3 wins, and 2 stoppages.
Yeah, looks very powerful, doesn't he, Dexter? And hopefully he shines again on Saturday night, and then he'll be up to 6 rounders and more serious opponents. So big fight for Dexter on Saturday.
And then a kid I met, not one of our fighters, I think he's one of...
yeah, it's with Curtis. Connor Goulding, yeah. And,
very nice lad though.
Yeah, it's his debut, and you know, debuts are debuts, aren't they? Not too sure what you're going to expect, but you know, he's sold a load of tickets, and dare say we'll be having him on our shows again, yeah.
Yeah, and then another kid making his debut, James Francis, only a young lad himself as well, getting the always great Jamie Quinn.
Yeah, well, listen, you've got to be on your toes against Jamie Quinn, haven't you? It's not an easy debut for James, but again, like Connor, he's not with VIP, he's with Ellison at Trinity Entertainment, and pushing out the tickets, so you know, a big and welcome addition to the show.
Got a huge family, you know. I think he's got 11 siblings and loads of nieces and nephews. It's a massive family, so even if it's just his family comes, that'll make you a happy man, mate. And then the super talented Jake Harrison, mate.
Yeah, this be his fourth fight. Unfortunately, his last one, we had to pull the show, he didn't get out, but only a few weeks he's had to wait for it, so yeah, he's out, and he's got one of the Russian tests, so again, it's a formidable opponent. He doesn't win many, but never been stopped, so it'll be a good workout for Jake, that, and I think the experience will help him, because at these smaller weights, you know, 8-9 fights, he could be looking at titles, and so...
Will you be looking to move him up in his next fight, if he comes through this, and fingers crossed he does, will his next fight be a 6th rounder?
Yeah, 100%, yeah. You know, the pattern we're using, it 4-4s, and then you move on, yeah.
And then we've got the highly talented cruiserweight Nathan Qualis.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in the gym a lot, missed a couple of fights with little niggling injuries, and supposed to be on a Sky show with someone, but it's not happened yet. Hopefully that will do soon, so we said we'd get him a 6th rounder just to make sure those hours in the gym aren't wasted, so yeah, he's out Saturday, and we'll be looking for a big fight for him on Sky. So again, like I've said on a few of these other occasions, these are big fights for the kids, because they've got to come through these to move on, and I've been moving them all on that we mentioned about, that's for sure, yeah.
Now there's been a couple of mentions on the TV shows in a few weeks' time. We've got Tom Farrell, has that been announced now?
Yeah, it's been announced that, yeah. Fazler's fighting Harlem Eubank on the 3rd of July on the Wasserman show, and
Ben Marksby
with him being local from Darlington, he's on that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Akib Fiaz is fighting on the DAZN show the 6th of August, so a few of the kids got things to go, but Saturday's an important night for us all, got to go well.
No, okay, well I'll see you on Saturday night, and probably have a chat about this on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
See you later, mate, bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.